This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Check go.
Check 13. Hey.
Check go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Come to my world.
80 weapon.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Check 99. Check.
Yep. Shoot.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
What? 180.
59. Man, I got you. One twist.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Way to be there, baby.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 4. Spine. No.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mike 29.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180.
54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Goff now looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Go, 12, go. Hey, Charlie.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Sanders' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25. Extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Ready.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20.
Who that? Check. Lucky. He's coming.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Giants nothing.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot.
The first throw for the backup Rosen. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 63 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tonight, 120.
Coming this way, here we go.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Come on now, let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Value three, value three.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play action sack. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check three, check three, check three.
Leo, check.
On 3rd down, Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, exit. Mike 29. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 29 is the Mike 29. Horrible. Watch the Hey, orbit. 29 is the Mike.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Good job.
Will Fuller, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 37, check 37.
General West.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Check 3, check 3. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Play action. It's gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got him. Check safety, check safety.
Again they run with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
We go tonight. 180.
Watch the slide, watch the slide.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
180.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Bang, bang.
Here we go.
Bang, bang.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Touchdown, defense. Check.
Hey, kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.